Hi there, this is Carrie Ramsey from Hello Boss Girl, and I'd like to share with you today a market fresh idea that used to be fresh and then it got stale and now it's fresh again, believe it or not. We're talking about QR codes. For some of you who don't know what a QR code is, this is what it looks like. And there are others of you who know what QR codes and you're thinking, wait a minute, is this 2010? Did we go back in time? Because QR codes disappeared for a little while. Well, they're back. And the interesting thing is that I've seen them popping up all over the place, not only in physical things like, programs and posters and magazines and direct mail pieces, but I'm also starting to get little notifications when I'm using MailChimp or Bitly that say, would you like a QR code with that? And that surprised me and caused me to look a little bit deeper. And sure enough, the marketers are telling us that 2019 is the return of the QR code. So this is kind of cool because this is a free and easy tool that we can use to help tell our marketing story. And there was a time when QR codes were around a lot more, but you had to download a QR code reader to read them. So just basically how these work is this is a little black and white image that looks like a barcode because in fact it really works a lot like a barcode. If you have a camera on you right now and you hold it up to scan that picture, and by scan I mean you just hold the camera until it connects with that photo. You have to put it in that camera mode though. It will do that and take you to a website. Well, that's super easy on iPhones and Androids now that we can do that because it used to be we had to pretty much always download a QR code reader to read these QR codes. And that extra step was the barrier to participation. I think that was one of the downfalls of QR codes. So for those of you who haven't really seen them a lot, this might bring back, some sort of a memory where, oh yeah, I was in the store and I saw it and I didn't know what it was and I didn't know what it meant by scan me. So a QR code is something that you can create. It's unique to a particular website or some sort of an online connection that when scanned takes people to further information or in many cases a call to action. And so it's a really great tool that we can use. I'm going to show you how to create a QR code today for free and give you some ideas on how you can use it in your marketing story. So here's an example of a product that has a QR code on it, and the call to action in this case is rate us. So when you would scan this particular QR code, it would take you to some sort of a review site where people could review the product. Similarly, here is a clothing tag that gives the call to action to scan, and it would take you to their Facebook page so that you could like their Facebook page. So again, it's a very quick and easy way for us to engage and to draw in, I guess, people who either are consumers or potential consumers or fans of our product in general. It's totally free for people to do, and now it's easier than ever. And so I think that's why QR codes have made a bit of a comeback. So I wanted to point out this example as well because it shows that there's a marketing opportunity to tell your story even on the tags that are attached to your products. So sometimes I see that people have, created their logo and the price on one side of a tag, but then it's blank on the back. So creating a QR code actually and then printing it out like as stickers and putting a sticker on the back of all of those gift tags is actually a really easy way to implement this tool that I'm talking about today. So just something to think about that helps you to enhance your connection with that consumer. In this case, we have a product and the call to action says scan the code to learn more. Well, we know that probably that QR code is linking then to the story about this item. People today are buying stories. They're not buying products. They want to know who is behind this product. How was it made? What values are represented in this product? And we might not cognitively go through all of those questions when we buy an item, but when we have a choice between an item that is made ethically perhaps or in a way that reflects our values, we are probably going to pick that up even if it costs us a little bit more. So by having a QR code available for our customers or potential customers, it actually allows them to, make better buying decisions. So this is just the simplest possible form of call to action, which is it leads them to the shopping cart, probably on, some shopping website. And so if we see an ad or something about, in this case, a cosmetic tube, and we're interested, we can actually scan it and it takes us right to the shopping cart. So it's engaging, and obviously, bottom line is we want not just the likes and the reviews, but we want to see those sales. Here's an example of someone using a QR code on a business card, and we used to see a little bit more of this, and now I'm seeing them coming back because QR codes are just easier to use. So this particular QR code likely leads to either a LinkedIn website or some sort of a profile of the person. You could also do something like a 1 or 2 minute video that you record about yourself, or your business background. Who knows? Wherever you want to lead people, it's up to you, as long as it's a strategic and efficient way to engage our audience with our brand, whether that be personal or business. Curiosity marketing and advertising is pretty popular these days, and so this is a fun little ad that teases the consumer to say, hey, what's this M&M saying to me? Let me scan and find out. And of course, that takes them the next step in the journey. Here's a takeout menu for a pizza place, and it has the QR code on there saying rate us. So this is such a simple idea. In a world where TripAdvisor and things like Yelp review sites are so important to restaurants and hotels and destinations and tourism attractions, how easy is it to create a QR code that in some sort of a very easily accessible place that allows people to share their experience and rate that particular venue or organization. So something to keep in mind. So those are a bunch of examples of what it looks like in action. Right now, let's go ahead and create a QR code of our own. Pardon me. So I've actually already signed up at qr-code-generator.com. And you're right, I'm going to have a QR code coming up in just a moment that allows you to link directly to that website. So you don't have to copy it down if you don't want to. But it is free to join. There are some paid features, as always. But for me, I've always found I can use QR codes quite easily at the free level, and I'm all about free if I can possibly get it for free. So the website option that I just was talking about is probably the most popular. So if I want to connect my QR code to a website, I would just select website and then go to next. That means I have to type in my website, and I previously had copied this particular link, which is a link that leads to our upcoming events site on our webpage. And then I would click next, and it will actually create a QR code for me in a matter of seconds. So there is my unique QR code that, when scanned, will lead people to hellobossgirl.com/upcoming events, which is perhaps the call to action that I want them to take, is to sign up for an event. So you can actually change the look of your QR code a little bit. For the free version, there's not a lot of customizing you can do, but let's say you arrive at the one that you really like, and you can play with that customization as much as you like. When you're ready, just click download, and it will appear at the bottom of your screen just like any other download. And once it does, you can go ahead and grab it and save it so that you can use it in the future. All right, so that's how easy it is to create a QR code. And again, that code is specific to the website that you had indicated. So just to quickly show you, there are other options as well. You can create a coupon so that when someone scans perhaps a poster or an ad of some sort, that they're led to a coupon. That is easy to create, and you can actually go in by clicking next and customize that, of course, and make it your own. So there's ways that you can play around for that as well. And that there are just a few other options as well. You can link it to social media, create a business page, ask for feedback, promote your event, whatever it is that you're looking to connect people with and move them from that physical world into your online space. So those are some of the examples of what you can do. Now here's the cool thing as well. When people, and by the way, here's the QR code for the QR code generator webpage if you'd like to scan it. The neat thing is that when people scan your QR code, you will be notified because right when you have you've created an account and you've created a code, you will receive an email anytime somebody scans that, or it will start to collect those analytics. So it will tell you a little bit more about not only how much movement you have on those scans, but what people did when they clicked and what product it came from. Just there's a lot of information that you can actually gather that in my mind is kind of useful as well. So that's what QR codes are all about. Again, it's a quick reader tool. That's what QR stands for, quick reader. It's a way to read something and not have to stand and type in the whole website when I'm looking at a poster. Rather, I pick up my phone. Everyone has pretty much access to mobile phone now, and it's a way to connect me as the consumer with your brand and get me more involved and more interested in your story. So hopefully I will take action. So I hope that this has been helpful today and that this idea keeps your business fresh. Have a great day, Boss Girl.